they opened up that space that being, let's say, in the last century. Because on the cusp of World War I, you had radical movements, anarchists, and the Communist Party, which was an important player in social justice, again, largely a rich white, and because it didn't discriminate, it's why figures like W.E.B. Du Bois or Paul Robeson were communists. They opened up that space. Then you had severe repression with the Palmer Raids, the Red Scare, the outlawing of unions like the United Mine Workers after World War I, the breakdown of capitalism in the 1930s, so the rebirth of unions. Many of these people in the 30s, they had never been in a union. This was the first time they were in a union. African Americans, of course, were shut out. Native Americans were shut out. Men without property were shut out. And,
is this a different kind of corruption?
that's a very good question, because it gets to the origins of the United States, which was created as a closed system, one that was supposed to be ruled by a white, male, largely slaveholding aristocratic elite, and everyone else was shut out. Women were shut out. African Americans, of course, were shut out. Native Americans were shut out. Men without property were shut out. And as Howard Zinn points out in The People's History of the United States, the struggle in America was the struggle by populist and radical movements to open up democratic space. And it has been a constant struggle since the nation's founding. So we had powerful labor movements, and we had the bloodiest labor wars in the industrialized world. Hundreds of workers were killed. We had the heroic struggle of African Americans to resist, and of course the slaveholders have done a pretty good job of erasing that history. It was persistent resistance, including a huge slave rebellion in, I think, 1712 in New York, where they broke into the armory. The civil rights movement, the suffragists, the civil rights movement. So the space in American democracy was won quite literally with the blood of the oppressed. And what we have seen, let's say in the last century, because on the cusp of World War I, you had radical movements, anarchists, and the Communist Party, which was an important player in social justice, again, largely a rich white, and because it didn't discriminate, it's why figures like W.E.B. Du Bois or Paul Robeson, the New York Times, he's blanked out in the 80s because he calls out neoliberalism for the con that it is. And so now we have come to a moment where these